You signed up for the free trial once. 30 seconds, card on file, done. And maybe, right now, this month, you're still paying for it. For something you haven't opened since the first week. You're not stupid, you're not lazy. You tried to cancel it, maybe twice. And somehow the money keeps leaving anyway. Here's the part nobody says out loud. That's not a bug. The free trial, the auto renew, the cancel button you can never find, it's all one machine, pointed at one thing, you forgetting. Stay with me and I will show you the exact machine, piece by piece, and by the end you will never tap start free trial the same way again. Plus, the 20-minute fix that shuts the whole thing down. So let me ask you one thing first. When did you last read your bank statement, line by line? The free trial is a conversion machine. Start with the door they hold open for you, the free trial. You think the trial is there so you can decide? It isn't. The trial is built to do one job, get your card on file while your card is down. Because the company knows something about you that you don't say out loud. You mean to cancel. You fully tend to. And then life happens. That gap between what you intend and what you remember, that's the whole business model. Notice the asymmetry. Signing up, 30 seconds, one tap, no friction. Remembering to cancel before day 14, entirely your own problem. No reminder deadlines in time, no nudge, because a reminder that worked would cost them money. So the trial isn't a sample, it's an enrollment, but getting in is the easy part. Now try getting out. So, there's a name for the next one, and it's not mine. A researcher named Henry Brignall has spent over a decade cataloging these tricks. He coined the term for the whole family of them back in 2010, dark patterns. Deliberate design that works against you instead of for you. And this specific one he calls the Roach Motel. Easy to get in, engineered to be hard to get out. You want the textbook example? It's not some shady startup, it's Amazon. When the FTC took Amazon to court over Prime, they found Amazon had an internal nickname for its cancellation process. They called it the Iliad. As in the Greek epic, the 10-year journey, the one that's famously long and full of suffering, that's what they named the path you walk to cancel. Page after page. Are you sure? Offer. Are you sure? Offer. A maze where every wall is a button hoping you will give up. And plenty of people do, that's the point. In Amazon's own internal documents, per the FTC, employees described this corner of the business as a bit of a shady world. They knew. So, you give up, you forget. And here's where it gets really clever. Because that's exactly what they planned for. Actually, there's a word finance people use that you were never supposed to hear. Breakage. It originally meant the money on unused gift cards value you paid for and never claimed. But the subscription version is darker because it's not an accident. It's a revenue that comes from people who pay and don't use, don't notice, don't cancel. Think about what that means. There is a line on a spreadsheet in a real company right now that goes up when customers disengage. A number that rewards your silence. This is the heart of the machine. The trial gets your card in. The Roach Motel makes leaving annoying enough to postpone. And Breakage is the payoff. Months, sometimes years, of charges for a thing that left your life a long time ago. You weren't a customer anymore. You were just furniture that pays rent. Now, it all that fails, if you actually make it to the cancel button, they've got one last trick, and it's personal. Say you beat the maze, you find the button. The last thing staying between you and freedom is guilt. Bignall has a name for this one too. Confirm shaming. It's when no thanks is rewritten to make you feel like a bad person. No, I would rather pay the full price. No, I don't care about my goals. You came to cancel a charge. And they turned it into a moment where leaving feels like failing. That's not a customer service. That's a guilt trip with UX budget. And then there's the quietest one of all, the slow creep. The price that goes up, $1 here, $2 here, small enough that you never feel the moment it happened. You would cancel over a sudden jump. You will never cancel over a number you didn't notice change. That's the boiling frog version of the forgetting tax. And it works because nobody audits a subscription they've already forgotten. Now, I keep this channel honest, so let me show you the receipts. The dark patterns research is real. Bricknull's been documenting it publicly since 2010. A Princeton study crawled around 11,000 shopping sites and found these tricks everywhere, not on the fringe, on the mainstream. And Amazon? In 2025, Amazon agreed to pay $2.5 million to settle the FTC's case. $1 billion in penalties, $1.5 billion back to roughly 35 million customers. Amazon admitted no wrongdoing, but they paid. Now, here's the part that will annoy you. You might be thinking, isn't there a law for this? The click to cancel rule? There was supposed to be. Federal court struck it down in 2025 on a technicality before it ever took effect. The agency is trying again, but as of it right now, the rule you assumed was protecting you isn't in force, which means the only thing reliable standing between you and the forgetting tax is you. So let's go back to the start, to the guilt, to the part where you called yourself bad with money because you keep paying for things you don't use. I want you to drop that, not because it's kind, because it's inaccurate. You were never undisciplined. You were playing a game where the floor was tilted, the exits were hidden, and the house got paid every time you looked away. Anyone loses that money. That's the design. But here's what changes the second you can't see the machine. It stops working. The forgetting tax only collects in the dark, so turn the light on. Tonight, 20 minutes. Open your bank statement and your app store subscription. Read every recurring charges out loud. For each one ask one question, not can I afford it, but would I sign up for this again today? If the answer is no, you cancel, maze and all. You will claw back more in one sitting than most people save in a month of cutting coffees, and that's it, that's the whole fix. Not more willpower, you just need light. You walked in thinking you were bad with money, but you're not. You were just paying a tax nobody told you existed, and you just stopped. If the manufactured year showed you how the store gets you to buy once, this is how a company gets you to keep paying forever. If you like this video, please don't forget to like or comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Every week there's a new video coming online. So see you there. Bye.